I'm just gonna say this. When somebody do something you don't like, your best response is nothing. People are expecting a reaction out of you, which is why they do the things that they do. Because if you do nothing and you control your emotions, that's gonna piss them off. That's equivalent to pissing somebody off with kindness. People don't like when people don't have no reaction. Not everything deserves a reaction, and that's something that I also had to learn. Sometimes the best thing you could do in a situation is be mute. Oh, say, oh, okay. I understand. Got it. You don't gotta type these long paragraphs to get your point across. You can get your point across with one word. Okay. We have to stop giving energy to people that don't deserve it. Next time you and that man get into it, just say okay. I promise he gonna be wondering what happened. And gonna be questioning the fact why you not upset. Once you learn to take control over your emotions, I promise you ain't gonna have no problems. Hey Rych Babes, I'm Bella. I am back with another video, and today we're going to talk about how powerful it is to stay silent. And I know that I just dropped a video today. That was the last video I had dropped, and I talked about how being the villain in somebody else's story, even if you never told your side of the story. And I said, let me drop this video of how it is so important to be silent sometimes, and how silence can really be so powerful. And because people couldn't get no reaction, because people couldn't get the side of the story, they made up whatever they want to make up. But at this point, it's whatever, you know, and you are not wasting your time explaining yourself. And sometimes a good okay is all you need. You don't need to, like she said, have a long paragraph. You don't need to sit up here and try to tell every single body your side of the story, because sometimes no response is the best response. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get into this video. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. It really helps my channel. Okay, I am trying to grow, and I am trying to get my Rych Babes into the state of just becoming better. And we're doing these topics so we can have these discussions so that we can just be better. Okay, so with that being said, again, please like, subscribe, and share, and also comment down below. I read all of your comments and I respond to them as much as I can. So with that being said, let's go.
You become a dangerous, dangerous person when you learn how to control your tongue. When people are saying negative things about you and when people are throwing dirt on your name, being silent raises your value. Absolutely. Silence, oh my gosh, we underestimate the power of silence.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but your silence... Let me let you in on a little secret when it comes to your silence, okay? People will really have you thinking that silence is a sign of defeat. But no, honey, it's the opposite. The only appropriate response to being disrespected and that is one hill that I'm willing to die on any day. Because essentially what that translates into is their behavior. It is so ugly, bitch. It is so beneath you. It is so caca that it is not even worth you interacting with it. That it's not even worth you reciprocating. It's not even worth your energy. When you engage in dialogue with somebody who disrespected you, there is an energetic exchange there. You want to shatter somebody's ego? Make them feel unworthy of your energy. That's gonna leave them shook. So yeah, no response is a response. It's the best one.
Once you realize the power of your silence, that is when you become a very dangerous person. When you stop giving people a reaction, you stop responding, you stop engaging, you actually just start disengaging for real. You just disappear. Oh my gosh, you're gonna start irritating a lot of spirit. People love attention, and when you take that attention away from them, they get very upset. That's why nowadays I don't really argue with people, because I realize you don't have to. I couldn't even tell you the last time I got into an argument with somebody, because I really just be chilling. I'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, it is what it is. Instead of getting all bent out of shape and trying to prove a point to somebody and prove this, that, and the third, prove nothing. Absolutely nada, nothing. Some of y'all like to be motor mouse and you going back and forth. No, stop it. We're done doing that. Instead, start telling people you like it, I love it, stand on your decision, wish them the best, and you just fall off the face of the planet. They cannot hear from you, they don't hear from you, you shut it down, access denied, it's over. Never underestimate the power of who you are as a person, because if somebody cannot understand your value in your presence, then they gonna have to try to figure it out in your absence forever.
Sometimes being silent is the loudest thing you can ever say. Imagine in a breakup. You break up with somebody, you're with the love of your life, and they don't say anything for 6 days after spending every day together for 2 years. How loud is that? Louder than a fucking amplifier. Sometimes not moving is the move. Sometimes you have to pause and wait. And that takes more energy than moving. Sometimes not saying anything and biting your tongue takes more energy than running 10 marathons.
Y'all, real quick, there are two types of anger in this world, loud anger and quiet anger, and that's the biggest difference between men and women. Is most men, we get louder the more irritated we get, and it don't never benefit us. Go cuss somebody out for messing up your burger order and watch the replacement one they send you be held together with nothing but spit and disrespectful intentions. But have you seen the way women react when they notice you got the wrong order? I was just telling my homies Los and Joe about how I don't like cheese, and a lot of places forget to take it off my food. They will start whispering to you like a 1940s mob boss. Like, you paid for a burger with no cheese. You're gonna get a burger with no cheese. They can make it right or not make it at all. Get up, walk over to the waiter, tap him on the shoulder, whisper like 3 words in his ear and sit back down. It'd be like 30 seconds later, the waiter will sprint back to the table, sweating buckets, holding like 4 different bags of food, talking about, oh, this is your replacement burger, an extra complimentary burger, and the keys to the scat pack should be in the third. What did she do to you? And it's crazy because it seems like the power of silent anger only increases the more children you have. Because I will be on a phone call with the customer service line, neck vein damn near bulging from stress. My mom will take that same phone call. By the time she hangs up, she has part ownership in the company, talking about some, yeah, I got a 2-week vacation stay at any Hilton in America. I feel like I let them off a little easy. What?
You ever hear something and it just resonates with you? That's how it was for me yesterday when I was at the hair salon. One of the braiders said to someone else, she said, silence is a language too. Baby, she ain't never lied, okay? Here's why. I was talking to one of my friends today and she was saying to me how someone at her job had asked her something and she was going to respond in a way that was going to take her outside of herself. And so therefore she didn't say anything at all. And next thing she knows, the person just went ahead and did what they needed to do. That's because her silence was a language. The point of the matter is, we don't always have to respond to everything in order to be heard. You feel me? And remember this, if you should find yourself in a similar situation, not everything requires a response from you. And that's okay. Now stay healthy, be well, and take care of you.
Even when you're unproblematic and you're unbothered, it is only going to upset the people who are bothered by you. When you're silent, when you don't react, when you don't do or say anything to them, it bothers them. It makes them furious because they don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what your next moves are. It bothers them because they don't have control over you, and that's what they want. They want control, but see, you remain in control by not reacting to them, by not giving them the attention that they're seeking. When you do, you give your power away. They want you to feel powerless. That's exactly why they do things like form alliances with others who don't like you, to try and outnumber you. And I know those situations can make you feel defeated, but understand something. When they need multiple people to take you down, that should show you just how powerful you are and how much of a threat you are. Know your power, because those type of people will expose how powerful you are. Remain unbothered, because when you choose to retaliate, the only thing that's going to happen is destruction. You'll fall in that pit right along with those people. Even if those people wronged you, when you try to poke back, and when you try to retaliate, and when you form alliances, and when you call them out, and when you go back and forth, and when you get crazy, you look just as bothered as them. You don't ever show a person that you're bothered by them. I don't care what they've done. You never show them that. Never. Remaining in control, remaining unbothered, letting God fight your battles helps you remain powerful. Know your power and don't ever give it away.
Silence is the loudest response you can give someone. It's not silent treatment. It's a lifestyle. Because don't argue with people who aren't looking for a solution. Solve yourself and be quiet, because that's how you'll make the most noise. An explanation you owe not to somebody that already knows. And if they don't know, maybe it's none of their business. And maybe you don't have to explain it to them. Because is giving them information progressive? Is it forward thinking? Is it in alignment with your path? Is it a main quest? Because if this side quest doesn't come with an award that aids you on your journey, why would you participate? If you have clearly communicated and or you're dealing with somebody that you know knows, mute the situation. Because technically we are playing Sims. So even though you want to respond, cancel the interaction. Or at least ask yourself this before you respond. Is this for them? Or is this for me because I feel like I have to convince them? Because why do I feel that way? You could literally be doing anything else. Because if you know that you're done, go back and forth with no one. Just be done. Go back and forth with your passions, not people.
It's 2024, and if you are not understanding the power in silence, you need to learn it. You need to learn it very quickly. It's more power in being quiet. Our dreams, our goals, our aspirations, all of those things that we have written down or we put them on our vision boards, it's nobody's business. It's a lot better than when you're working in silence and you just pop out, okay? Stop telling folks your business. Keep them in the back end. It's time to be quiet and just do it.
Baby, look, y'all gonna learn to leave quiet people alone. The most powerful people know when to just walk away and not exert or waste energy, because when they do, they know they're a force. Quiet people are the most dangerous because you cannot predict their next move. You don't know what they're thinking in their mind. You don't know what they're strategizing. That quiet person, while you talking all that yada yada, has probably thought about how to drag you in more ways than you can imagine, whether it be with their words or with their fists. Me personally, if I come for you, it's not gonna be no rumors. It's not gonna be no shit talking. It's gonna be some cold, hard realizations and facts that make you question your own existence. And most times, the loudest person in the room is the weakest, whether that be mentally or physically. Because people that know their worth and power don't feel the need to always have to announce it so that everybody knows. If everybody knew, would you have to keep saying it? All I know is me personally, when I'm silent, I'm calculating. So do yourself a favor and find something safe to do.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but silence is power. Do you know how much you can drive somebody crazy just by giving them no response? And when I tell y'all, I have learned that over the years, like, silence is power. It took me a long time to learn how to just shut up and not give somebody a response. But when you have so much to lose, you learn how to handle yourself accordingly. I literally could be sitting in somebody's face and they could just be talking crazy. And I would literally look at them and just fucking laugh. It's 100% easier said than done. I ain't gonna lie. You know how much power you have if somebody is literally just screaming at you and you not saying nothing? They have no idea what you thinking. You could be thinking about knocking their head off their shoulders and they wouldn't even know. You could literally be laughing in your head and they would not know. Do you know how much that drives somebody crazy? How stupid somebody looks? Like, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm sitting here screaming at somebody and they just sitting there looking at me stupid, do you know how bad that's gonna piss me off? Like, silence has power. And when you have your power, nobody can take that away from you. Learn how to control your emotions. Like, it's easier said than done, but once you learn how to control your emotions, nobody has that power over you. And nobody has that power over me. And that's what you bitches be mad about.
I used to think that you have to scream to be heard. And in some ways in my life that was true. But I've always been interested in what quiet power looks like. And when you have self-respect and you figure out how to love yourself and why you should love yourself, you don't always have to scream.
Stop explaining, stop arguing, stop going back and forth, stop giving people grand theses, stop trying to justify yourself. Zip it up. Like, y'all not tired of going back and forth with people about what you deserve and why they should be doing this and why you deserve that? Like, y'all not tired of just mow them out in a way? Like, there's just so much power in not responding. I promise y'all, I don't argue with people no more. I literally just be like, oh, okay, you like it, I love it, adios, and I'm gone. Like, I think we be forgetting that no response is a response. It's actually a very powerful response. And even when I was younger, I used to feel like I needed to prove a point to people and be the last one to say this. I I feel like I need to be the last one to say nothing because I'll just head about here real quick. You cannot control nobody in this world but yourself. So focus on yourself. Focus on your actions because really, that's the only thing you can control. People are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So instead of like getting a migraine and working yourself up and throwing a hissy fit and having a mental breakdown, let people do what they're going to do. You observe what people do and you move accordingly. And I'm not saying don't have a healthy line of communication with people. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that we be giving people too many times the benefit of the doubt that they don't even deserve. People be knowing what they doing. Like you can sit around here like, what a fool, and they didn't know, they knew, they just didn't care. Once you realize that people don't care, that's when you could take the steps to be like, okay, bet, this is how you moving, well, I'm a hop, skip, and jump over here, because this is how I'm moving now.
I gotta learn to shut up. One of my favorite character traits about myself is that I know how to be quiet. I learned a long time ago to stop telling people everything, stop posting everything. Everything is not meant for the internet. And especially don't post or tell nobody nothing that you working on, that you finna get. None of that before it happens, because guess what? Just like God listening, the devil and them serpents and them evil eyes be listening too. I know, girl, it be so hard. Trust me, I've been there. When something good finna happen to me, I be wanting to sing it from the damn mountaintops, okay? Everybody need to know. But I had to learn that sometimes it be the closest people to you that be praying that stuff don't happen for you because it's not happening to them, or they feel like it should be happening for them. And they may not be intentionally praying against it, but them wishing that it was happening to them can be hurting you and blocking your blessing. So just be quiet and pop out, okay?
Your silence is powerful. Sit in a room and be quiet. Watch somebody say something to you. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to say nothing but be in your lane and watch somebody trying to get in your lane. Oh, they gonna call you stuck up. Your humbleness causes problems to these demons. Your good spirit ain't allowed everywhere. That's why you don't go everywhere with everybody. Go where you are congratulated. Go where you invited. Go where the peace at. All that noise around you, them demons gonna be disturbed by you. They can feel your energy. Oh, they gonna say you got a big ego. You acting funny. You don't want to talk to us. I don't want to be in every conversation that I don't want to talk about. I can't relate to negativity. I can't relate to gossip. I can't relate to problems. I don't want to be in there because that is not me. That's not where I want to be.
I'm gonna give you some advice today, sis. No response is a response. You don't have to respond to everything. When people say and do stuff, sis, you don't have to respond, because at the end of the day, no response is the best response, because you're gonna hurt their feelings even more. You're gonna get under their skin even more because they see they not getting under yours. Sometimes you don't gotta respond, sis. Just sit back and relax and just watch them fall.
A woman's silence is actually dangerous. So don't mistake it for weakness, like she ain't got nothing to say. She just may have gotten to a point now where she no longer sees you as a person worth saying it to, because she's lost all respect for you. And like, as men, we think, oh, she giving us a silent treatment. She trying to teach us a lesson. No, not every time. A lot of times a woman goes quiet because she's now learned the lesson that you can't be taught anything because you don't have the emotional competence to understand her. So it's not about manipulation or her having power over you. It's about her taking back her power and her peace that she lost as a result of being with you. Now, one exception is whenever a woman goes quiet because she's sparing you from what she's thinking that she could say that would have you sliding down the wall with your chest hurting. Like it's a matter of mercy. And that's why I say a woman's silence is actually dangerous, especially for the man who's found comfort and maybe even complacency in basically making her talk to deaf ears. Like, if that's your whole foundation for why you feel good in a relationship, is that you got her talking to herself whenever she's trying to communicate what she needs and what her concerns are, I'm here to tell you, the day is coming when she's going to be done talking and therefore done listening and therefore done with you for good.
You see, when you're quiet, you intimidate people, especially white people in the workplace. But this video is not about them. But if you notice, people will fall away unprovoked when you're not the loud mouth, when you're observant and you keep to yourself. And this just means that you're okay with your own energy. You don't need to feed off others' energy or social situations to make you feel validated. And it's actually because you don't even like people for real, or you would rather be somewhere else. So that's the reason why you're keeping to yourself. But this is actually why people feel intimidated by you. They can't understand why you don't feel like they're worthy of your energy. So all the insecurities come out. It's like they're looking in the mirror now. And this is why people will tell you to smile. And what this really means is show me that you're okay with my presence. Show me that you're happy with me being here. This is why they'll ask you, is everything all right? But what this really means is, am I all right?
They will feel the impact of your silence the moment you do this. The moment that you stand on business, this is when they're going to feel the impact of your silence. Because now you're serious. Now you're looking at it as, okay, hey, let me show them better than I can tell them. Let me distance myself from this person, not respond to their texts, not respond to their phone calls. Let me just focus on myself. Because what I was doing in the past, chasing them, putting them on this pedestal, right? Trying to make them realize that I'm the one for you. Hey, I was here. I still want you. That actually repelled them. That energy that I was giving off, it repelled them. That's why they with somebody else, or they say I needed space or time for myself. All of these excuses that they tell you versus telling you that they just don't want to be with you because you had this needy energy. You smothered them. Too many arguments, right? They don't want to say all that. They're ready to just have a cliche, I need to work on myself. It's not you, it's me situation. But when you stand on business and say, hey, I'm about to go silent. I'm about to let you do you because I'm about to do me, baby. You know, I'm about to live my life now. They gonna feel that because now you're no longer available to them anymore. Every time that they had an issue or every time that they wanted to play this game with you, you was right there. You'll take them back on the drop of a dime, just like that. But now you realize that, hey, I've been hurt too many times. I've been played too many times. This person is putting me on the back burner. You have more respect for yourself now. You saying, hey, look, I get it. You don't want to be with me? Cool. Let me go somewhere else. Now they like, wait. Let me reel you back in. Let me still get your validation. Let me still get this ego boost. But now you no longer that person anymore. The impact of your silence is going to really, really, really impact them. They're going to feel it. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to be looking at their phone. Your name is no longer on there anymore. They're going to call you straight to voicemail. They're going to want to see you on social media. They're going to call you and say, hey, can we meet up? It's been a couple of weeks or months. I haven't heard from you. That's the bait you in. Say no. Don't reply. Leave them on red. And when you do finally decide to reply, tell them, hey, these are my boundaries and standards. If you can't abide by my rules, leave me alone. If you want to abide by these rules, then maybe, just maybe, I might give you a time of day. But now it's on your time. It's not on their time anymore.
When you remain silent in a situation that you are expected to respond, to defend or to explain yourself, some people do think it because you are guilty or afraid, and that is why you are silent. But they just don't know that the older you get, the more selective you become. And that includes the kind of battles you choose to fight. And any battle that is unproductive and the outcome will not lead you to your success or growth, you surely don't entertain. And this is one thing about you that they still just don't get. My dear, I think you made the right choice in this situation. Keep it up. Have a beautiful week ahead.
The most powerful tool you have is your silence. Your silence speaks louder than any words ever could. If you are able to control yourself and your emotions in moments of pain and stress and heartache and just walk away unbothered instead of reacting to how you might feel, that is so powerful. And I promise you, your silence is more intimidating than you reacting. Because leaving somebody wondering why you have pulled back your energy or withdrawn from them rather than laying it all out on the table for them in a reactionary way will have them so much more bothered. You will be on their mind. They'll be thinking like, where is this person? What did I do? They'll start overthinking every last thing they've said to you. Whereas reacting to your emotions, explaining, begging, pleading for someone to care or feel bad about what they've done, if you just walk away, find your peace, find your power, use your silence, that is fucking powerful.
It really is so powerful. I've realized the older that I'm getting that there is so much power in being more silent and being more purposeful when you speak. Anytime you have a influx of emotions, whether you're in an argument or someone has said something that's making you feel a certain way, that is exactly when you need to remain silent. The second thing you're going to get quiet about are your goals and your ambitions, but you do not share your biggest play or your biggest move with the world till it's done. I think the one we need to practice the most is remaining silent in our opinions when they're not asked. So many of us give advice to people that are not seeking for advice. As friends, constantly giving that friend advice that you know is perhaps not doing the things that you feel that she should be doing. You need to remain silent and take away all of those perceptions and beliefs that you have about what someone else should be doing and throwing your opinion at people when it is not asked of you.
Whew. Oh my God. Okay, Rich Babes, I hope you guys were taking notes because I know I did. Okay, I know I did because the gems that was dropping in this video, listen, life changing. Silence is definitely powerful. Being unbothered definitely gets people upset because you don't react. You taking your power back by not reacting. And I love the fact that a lot of these clips were talking about how you need to control your emotions and control how you react to certain situations. And I had learned a long time ago, like sometimes just responding by saying okay and not giving those long paragraphs or not even saying nothing at all. Also, in some of those clips that they were referring to women in relationships with men, I also feel like I added those because you can still apply that advice to any relationship, a friendship, a family relationship, whatever the case may be. And also, I love that quote, Eleanor Roosevelt, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." So, Rich Babe, stay silent, stay unbothered, hold your composure, control your emotions, okay? And don't let these people take you out of character because you are really eating their asses up by being silent. And I also hope that you like this video. I made it a little longer because I was like, I really want to give you guys a full on, like, bring more value to this video or to the videos in the future. So let me know what you think in the comments. Again, I do read them all. I do respond to just about all of them. And again, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share as well. And to remember, silence is really golden. Okay?